Welcome. Thank you for lending an ear to the Voice of the Times for Friday, June 25, 2021. For today's editorial, Delta Plus New Enemy at the Gates. The Delta variant of the coronavirus has been overshadowed by a more deadly mutation, the Delta Plus. In India, where it was first reported on June 11, Delta Plus has infected nearly 24 people. In just a matter of weeks, cases of the variant were detected in the United States, the United Kingdom, Portugal, Switzerland, Japan, Poland, Nepal, Russia, and China. While case numbers are still small, the speed by which the virus has spread is mind-numbing. Delta Plus has been found to be more transmissible than past variants and binds more easily to lung cells. But what is more worrisome is that it could be invisible to antibodies already existing in humans or introduced through vaccination. If unchecked, Delta Plus could be the third wave of the coronavirus pandemic, which has already brought many economies to the brink of collapse. Delta Plus burst into the scene at a time when infectious disease experts in the US were still focused on the Delta variant, which already accounts for 1 in 5 infections in that country. They had warned that Delta could cause a resurgence of COVID-19 later this year in the US, which is beginning to ease coronavirus restrictions. Japan faces a major dilemma. In less than a month, Tokyo will host the 2020 Summer Olympics and will welcome close to 20,000 athletes, officials, and media representatives. The detection of Delta Plus could fuel persistent demands to cancel the games, even at this late stage. What confounds the experts is that in less than a year, COVID-19 has gone through several variants and strains. And just when one variant appears to have been contained, another more potent one surfaces somewhere else. The Philippines has no recorded cases of Delta Plus so far, but it has detected and contained 17 cases of the Delta variant. That should be reassuring, but somehow doubts persist about the ability of our border screening system to keep the variant at bay. In the past, ambiguous quarantining and testing protocols have created breaches that allowed strains like the UK variant to slip through. Virologist Dr. Ron Jean Solante describes what could happen if Delta Plus gains a foothold in the country. When you have a virus that is highly fit to enter your cells, even with a low amount of the virus, it can easily be transmissible. You don't need more than 15 minutes. Even less than that, you can get the virus, he said. The Department of Health's Dr. Edsel Salvana says people infected with Delta Plus are more likely to stay longer in hospital and develop severe symptoms. Remarkably, the transmission of even a lethal variant such as Delta Plus is preventable if the public religiously observes basic health practices such as washing hands, wearing face masks and shields, and safe distancing. Sadly, that is not the case. President Rodrigo Duterte was on point when he rejected relaxing the rules on the use of face shields and turned down the recommendation from the Department of Education to pilot test the return of face-to-face classes in several schools. But more needs to be done. Containment measures must be more focused and effective. Many barangay leaders continue to be lax in preventing crowds gathering in their communities. The national government must start cracking the whip over this. Testing and genome sequencing must be seamless to quickly identify newer COVID-19 strains. Vaccine hesitancy must be addressed more vigorously without resorting to extreme measures like arresting people for refusing to be inoculated. Giving incentives to fully vaccinated individuals such as discounts and special lanes would be more effective. The government must not only see to it that it has a steady supply of vaccines, but that the doses are allocated equitably. A new enemy is at the gates. It must not be allowed to pass. And that's the editorial for June 25, 2021. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print. Subscribe to its digital edition or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And listen to the Voice of the Times.